Hi, everybody. My name is Susan LaCroix, and my daughter Julie and I want to welcome you to Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie. We're both demonstrators, and she lives in Champaign, Illinois. I live in Wyandotte, Michigan. She hit her 19-year anniversary earlier this year. I will be 19 years in the fall. And we've just had a ball doing this together. We were in Maui on our incentive trip with Stampin' Up, and Julie came up with a brilliant idea of filming together. So we decided that we would do this every week, and Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie was born. And this is our 10th episode. So if it's your first episode, or if you're first time joining us, welcome. We're glad to have you. And if you're returning, welcome back.
Hey, everybody. I can't believe it's already August. I'm so excited that the new mini catalog is finally here. What a treat. Mom, what is your favorite thing from the new catalog?
You know, when I first saw it, probably the Peaceful Cabin with that beautiful designer series paper in shades of gray and white and silver just caught my eye, and I couldn't wait to get it. And I've got it, and I love it. But I also did a card for Amy's birthday, and I also did it for Hostess Club using Harvest Meadow. And I mean, that suite screams shabby chic or vintage, which is right up my alley. And everybody loved it. And so that is also one of my favorites. And I also like the whimsical, I can't remember the name of it, whimsical trees. It's got lots of pink in it and light blue. Gorgeous. The paper is just really, really pretty. So I don't have one favorite. How about you?
All the favorites. I don't know. Like you said, like there's so many good ones. I feel like I haven't really gotten a chance to play a lot yet. We were on vacation in July, and then you were here. We didn't get a chance to really stamp as much as we wanted to. So I still have a lot of playing to do and a lot of, like I have a lot of stuff, and now I just need to start using it and making some cards. But I wanted to give one last plug because last week you mentioned our product shares. So if you haven't already signed up, that's a really great way to try all the paper and all the ribbon and get your hands on a little bit of everything from the catalog. So we're going to have the links in our own video description. So if you're interested in signing up for a product share, it's not too late. You have like one more week or so to get in on that.
Yes, my product share deadline is August 15th.
Yes, I think mine's the same. The 16th or the 15th. I think it's a Sunday and a Monday. So anytime in there, definitely it's not too late, but make sure you let us know as soon as possible if you want to get in on that. But we're not focused on a suite this week. Instead, we are just focusing on a bundle. Mom, do you want to share this fun little bundle?
Yes.
Switch the camera.
Yeah, I would be happy to do that. Okay, so here we go. The mini catalog. Now we can open it and show you what's inside it. We couldn't do that before this week. Same thing with the Sale-a-Bration catalog. So when you spend either $50 or $100, you get free stuff out of here. Hey, Julie, what's your favorite thing out of Sale-a-Bration?
Oh my goodness. That's even harder. But I think the Penguin Playmates. I just love that paper. It's so stinking cute.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like Bedazzling.
It's a 6x6
because we sparkle. And this is going to go fast. So if you're kind of deciding between a couple things, and this is one of them, you might want to get this sooner rather than later. Let me find Julie's favorite. Let's see if I can find it. Well, this is the other popular one, is the Counting Sheep stamp set and the dies that go with them. And so it's $50 for either the stamp set or the dies. $100 can get you both. So that's another really popular one. But let me find Julie's penguins.
Which one is your favorite, Mom?
Well, the Bedazzled for sure.
The penguins is on like page 2.
Thank you. I was thinking the bedazzling was
like after the dazzling paper.
after the bedazzling.
Right?
Okay. Here it is, right there. So here's the paper. How
So
sweet
cute.
is that? And it coordinates with the Penguin, what is it? Penguin Place bundle. And there's a punch. So it's a punch bundle. And I am sure, I can almost bet on it, that these little penguins will punch out penguins in the paper.
There is one penguin in the paper that it will punch out.
Oh, just one?
Yeah, the other ones are just kind of in different poses, so you have to hand cut them.
But you know, but they don't look like they're difficult to bust.
Oh yeah, no, they're easy. Yeah. They're so
anyway, the celebration, September and August. And the other thing I'll tell you about it is in past celebrations, Stampin' Up! Has released some other product, either a new product or they've taken things from the annual catalog to give away as free. They're not doing that with this celebration. So if something is gone, it's gone. So this is in August and September. So just keep that in mind as you're planning your purchases. But for today, I'm going to open up the catalog to page 47. And let me flip this under, and we are going to be using the Gorgeous Leaves bundle, which this is the stamp set. So it's got 3 different leaves here. It's got a little wood grain thing. It's got a splotch and a splatter, and then these cute little tiny leaves here.
So I love that you're calling it a splotch like that.
I don't know what else to call it.
No, it's perfect. It's splattered and splotchy. Like it's very appropriate.
Yeah. So let's just take a quick close up look at the stamp set itself. And then the dies that coordinate with it are called intricate leaves. And so these 3 outline leaves will die cut out the stamped images. And then there's the same kind of shape that will emboss and die cut out. And then there's a couple other different little sizes here. So the dies, these little guys, there's 2 of them. So if you're cutting out several of them, then that works out really, really well because you can do 2 at a time. Okay, so Julie is going to tell you how you can get this bundle for free.
Woo!
Hey, Julie.
I like free. All right, let's take a look at my desktop. So I've got this flyer printed out. During celebration, when you join as a demonstrator, you can choose a free bundle. What? Gorgeous Leaves is one of the choices there. This is normally a $44 bundle, which I think is an amazing deal. You can add just $6 and then you'll earn a celebration gift. Or if you're signing up to be a demonstrator, you can get it for free. So what does it take to be a demonstrator? All you got to do is buy the $99 starter kit. That includes $125 in product of your choice, plus your free bundle. So if you're choosing the most expensive bundle, which is Christmas to Remember, it's $60, then you're getting $185 in product for $99 plus tax. It is such an amazing deal. And I mean, not to brag, but we have a pretty amazing team and we would love for you to be a part of it. Now, Mom, you just got a new recruit. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
That is super exciting. She had a really, really, really big party / stamp club, right? And had enough host rewards to get her starter kit for free.
And a couple $100 more in free stuff.
A couple $100 more. That is incredible. I cannot wait to meet Donna, right?
Donna, yes.
Donna, I can't wait to meet Donna. All right, well, we're going to use the Gorgeous Leaves bundle today. So I'm going to jump right in and share my project. Now, this project is kind of clean and simple, like, which is totally my style. So I'm starting with a piece of very vanilla cardstock that is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I almost forgot my grid paper again. Let me bring it in here. Little scrap paper. I'm using 3 different fall colors. We've got Bumblebee, Cajun Craze, and Mary Merlot. And I always start with the lightest color and the biggest stamp. Oh, but before I do that, I need to stamp my sentiment. This is going to go right in the middle. I chose the Thinking of You from Thinking, Thanks, and Peace because the Gorgeous Leaves doesn't have any words in it. So I'm excited to be able to incorporate this stamp set. Do you have this one, Mom?
I do have that big stamp set.
Yeah, I love the size of the sentiments. And then thinking of you, I think, is the most perfect greeting because you can use it for so many occasions, right? You can be thinking of someone on their birthday. You could be thinking of someone with sympathy, thinking of someone when they're ill, just thinking of someone for anything. So I love thinking of you, and I love the size of this thinking of you. I have a feeling I'm going to use it quite a bit. All right, now we're going to add the leaves, and I am starting with the largest leaf in the lightest color. And whenever I am stamping like a collage like this, I always try to stamp my images in like a triangle, sort of a threesome. So I'm just going to kind of work out now and add on the next image and then just sort of fill in the holes. And I am turning my stamp as I go so that it's different directions. Then I'm going to come in with Mary Merlot, and I'm going to add, oh my gosh, I love this rich tone. I just re-inked my Cajun Craze, so I was hoping there'd be a little more like difference there, but the Mary Merlot is pretty dark. Okay, and now it's just a matter of kind of filling in the gaps. So I'm going to add one here and then add a Cajun Craze there, just sort of filling in, definitely going off of the cardstock to make it look like the pattern is just going to continue on. A little yellow there.
Oh, pretty.
You know I love fall, so like this just screams, right? Fall day. And this card could be really simple. Like you could just stamp this kind of collage on a note card, or you can layer it onto your card base. So let me show you what that would look like. And then we're going to dress it up just a little bit. Get all these stamps out of the way. Okay, so here's what it would look like if we just put it on a Cajun Craze card base. So really, really clean and simple, but there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, pretty.
We're going to dress it up just a little bit. This is kind of like, have you ever done the triple layer stamping? Is that what it's called?
I have. I haven't done it in a while, but yes, I have done it.
So this is kind of the same idea as that. With the triple layer, you would like cut separate layers and layer them on top of each other and then like stamp over the edges. For this one, we're going to do all the stamping first and then die cut. So I'm using this stitched rectangle from the Stitched So Sweetly dies. It's number 151690, one of my favorite. Yours too. I think you use it a lot as well, don't you?
Yeah, and I'm using it today too.
That's funny. I'm going to center this.
It's kind of always out on my die cut table.
Yes, it's so true. I definitely feel like I use it, especially now that the stitch shapes is gone.
Yeah.
This is like my go-to for labels. Okay, so I ran that through the die cutting machine, and oh yeah, I meant to look up the name of that technique. Do you remember the technique where you would stamp like this and then die cut the letters and then pop them out?
I don't remember what it's called, but yes, I do remember doing that a lot, actually.
We were just talking about that technique, and I meant to look at anyway, I'm sure if someone thinks of it, they'll let us know in the comments. But I'm going to glue down the frame, just using the regular Stampin' Seal adhesive. And so if you wanted to do that kind of look like we used to do with the letters, you could just pop that up with Stampin' Dimensionals. But I thought I would add just a little layer underneath mine. So this is 2 5/8 inch by 3 3/4 inches. And so I'm just going to add that layer of Cajun Craze just to make that pop a little bit. And then it's going to go, oh, that's, sorry. it was not quite centered.
That really adds, you can really, it pops up those scallops even better, you know, along the edges.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. What a pretty card.
Thank you. I'm going to add this with Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'm going to show you another version with die cuts. I think I actually like it better without the die cut. I think I like it better just sort of plain, but you know, I'm clean and simple. Like that is how I roll. So you certainly could dress up this card, but I think it's kind of nice just like this. The one thing I did remember though is to stamp on the inside. So that's going to go in here, and I'm using Very Vanilla, and we actually have Very Vanilla envelopes as well. I tend to use the basic white a lot more, but we do have Very Vanilla. Do you use Very Vanilla very often?
You know, I used to use it a lot more, but I'm also using it using it today, and I did use it in a Hostess Club project this week. So 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 pretty.
I think it's perfect for fall. Like the warmth of the vanilla, right, works really well for fall cards and fall colors. Yeah. So I think it makes sense that we're both using it. Now here's the version I was telling you. I actually had a boo-boo on this card, and like I overstamped there, and so I added the die cut, and I liked it on this card because it filled in a space that needed to be filled in. But I think over here I kind of like it without. I don't know, which way do you like it? Do you like it without the die cut or with?
I can go either way. I of course like extra layers, so I do like the leaf with the linen thread around it.
Maybe I'll have to add that on here.
But either way, I mean, it's such a pretty card.
Yes. Oh, I'm so happy with the way it turned out. Let me show you some more samples. I almost forgot. I have some swap cards using the gorgeous leaves, and I made another sample. I cased the catalog. I love doing this. And
me too.
I just did a creative challenge for our team and asked them to case the catalog. And case traditionally stands for CASE, copy and share everything, but I like to say copy and selectively edit, because when I case the catalog, I love to make a little tweak and make it my own. So instead of the blended circle, I stamped those splotches. I changed up the colors a little bit and used the Mary Merlot and Bumblebee and Cajun Craze. And then I changed the designer paper as well. So I'm using a little bit of a Harvest Meadow designer paper. And this looks like, I think that host paper, the Pattern Party. So
I think you're right.
Just a little bit
pretty.
Oh, I just realized this is crooked. I'm going to tear it off in a second. And well, let me show you the other swaps I've received. This one is from Evie Di Piazza, and she did a fun, it looks like she just did kind of a direct to, like the ink pad directly to the stamp to create the multicolors. You can do this in many ways. You can do this like with the markers, or like doing baby wipe technique, or just putting the ink pad directly to the stamp like it looks like she did. But I love this, so pretty, so fall. Like I just love fall colors. Here's another swap card. This one is from Genevieve Cole from Canada, and she is using similar colors here, the Mary Merlot, Old Olive, and Bumblebee. And she's embossed the sentiment Sending Love and used that timber embossing folder. I don't know how I missed this. I just added it to my last order, but I think you're using this on your card, right?
I am.
Well, let's skip right over to you, and you can show us what is going on your desk.
Sounds like a plan. All right, so our card base is Old Olive. And what I did is I took a piece of Very Vanilla. So this is 3 3/4 by 5. And I die cut using the Stitch Sweetly dies. I die cut this little rectangle out of the front. Remove this piece, and you're going to hang on to it because we're going to use it. So I'm going to set that. Well, what I did then is I took this piece and I went over and embossed it with the timber embossing folder. Can you see is that showing up on camera?
Yeah, you definitely can see. It's so pretty.
Yeah. So we're making a shaker card. So anyway, we're going to put this one aside. And I'm going to just move my card base for a minute while we figure out where to put it. And so to make the shaker card, we're going to use some of our acrylic, a piece of our acrylic sheets. And I'm going to take my favorite liquid glue. and kind of go around a little bit because we're going to adhere our acrylic sheet to this piece, and then we'll set it aside to kind of let it dry while we work on some of the other pieces of this. All right. So yeah, that kind of smushed out a little bit. Probably used a little bit too much, but let's see if I can find something to. Nope, I'm just gonna let it dry. It'll be fine. I'm not gonna chance it. Then I took a scrap of Cajun Craze, and again, the Stitch So Sweetly dies. I took the same size we used there in the one bigger one and ran that through the machine and created this frame.
Ooh.
So we're going to use that on the front. So I'm just going to put this aside. So we don't need that right now. And before I forget this piece, because this is important, I think. Oh, I also, oops, excuse me, stamped and die cut out 3. Come on. 3 leaves. And I used Bumblebee, Mary Merlot, and Cajun Craze. Sound familiar? Very fall colors. When I was working on this card, I was thinking of my mom, whose birthday was in October, early October, and she loved fall. It was her absolute favorite season of the year, like Julie's. And she and my dad lived up north for many years, and they loved going for drives to see the colors. And there were some spectacular colors up in northern Michigan, let me tell you. Not northern peninsula, upper lower peninsula. Okay, anyway, I didn't mean to digress. So I'm taking those 3 little leaves and some of our classic Stampin' Write markers, and I'm going to take the brush tip. And I don't like to use the tip because I don't want to blunt it. So I use kind of the side. And well, we're going to do this a couple times. So. And color our, I actually had someone, when I was showing this, they were amazed. They said, is that how you do it? I was wondering how you got all the colors on there. So I'm going to put some up here, and I'm going to color it again.
Such a great technique. I feel like there's so many techniques with the markers that like we just forget about and we don't do as much because we use blends. Yeah, we use the Stampin' blends all the time.
Yeah. I'm going to put another one right up here. And one more time. What's on this one? I'm going to put it down here, and it may not really make any difference, but anyway, so I'm going to put this piece up here and then get all of these markers covered and out of the way because we're done with them. But it's a fairly fast technique. All right, this out here. All right, we're going to bring down our card base now and work with that. So I'm going to fold it in half. And I want to kind of line up where this is going to go. And I should have done this first. Doggone it. All right, because I'm not ready to put it on. So I want to make sure, you know what, I'm going to use, I should have done this before I put that window sheet on. Well, I got to make sure these are the same. So hang on. No, they're not. So that's not going to work. Well, we're going to figure it out. Normally, before the window sheet, I would have set the die cut piece out inside this. I got to come over a little bit. Jules, you can tell me if I look pretty straight. Okay, close enough. Then we're going to carefully take this off and take a little pencil and just kind of make a little outline of this. You don't have to be too careful. Just want to get kind of a guiding.
I was talking to you and then I realized I was muted. I was like, why is she not listening to me? I was trying to say, if you just hold it up to the acetate and put the glue on the back, then you can glue it down You know what I mean? Like hold the piece you're trying to glue down. Like
this one?
Yeah, but hold it up to the acetate. Like put your adhesive on the back, put it back in the die cut window with the acetate.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Let's give it a shot. Okay. If it doesn't work, oh well. All right. So we're gonna stick it here.
Yep.
And I'll get this lined up here and then lay this down here where we want it.
Was it hard to hold it in place? Oh, you're getting it.
There we go. Let's hope that's it. Yeah, that looks good. All right. Yeah, ignore that glue. All right, let's just make sure we have our lines where we want them. All right. We'll see if this is going to work. This isn't normally how I would do it. All right, so now we're going to take some adhesive strips. And I'm going to take a whole one off. I may need a piece of that other one. And we're going to put this around here. So this is really flexible. You could certainly turn it. So if you have a circular image that you want to make your shaker with, you could just kind of bend it around or cut it in pieces. But you want to make sure that you have a good seal because you don't want any of your shaker components to come out. And what I did is we do have some things in the annual catalog to make some nice, cute shaker cards, but I wanted more of a fall theme. So I kind of made my own, which I'll share with you in just a sec. All right, perfect. Okay, so we want to kind of push this down. And doing it this way kind of gives you don't have to worry about trying to hold your card upside down, put the acetate over it, then try to hold it upside down and put it back where you want it. So that's going to be our shaker window. For our shaker components, I die cut some of the smallest leaves in the die cut set. I grabbed some of these leaves. I think this is from the Painted Christmas Suite, some of these gold leaves. And then some of the year-round sequins from the annual catalog that came out last winter. All right, so I'm going to dump these in here. Okay, good deal. And then I'm going to take off my little the adhesive strip. I don't know if it's a backing or a topping because it's double-sided. All right. Now for the moment of truth. All right. I probably need to get my head in here to see it. Okay, there we go.
It fits. It's perfect.
Got a clump of leaves here. Wow, that's great. Now that's not going to move. Anyway, you get the idea. Now we're going to take our liquid glue and we're going to put our little frame around here. I may have too many of the die cut leaves in there. And what I like to do when I'm doing something like skinny like this is I just kind of dot the liquid adhesive. You don't need big globs on this because it'll squish out and go where you don't want it to go. So you don't need a lot. We're going to put our frame over our shaker. All right, we're getting there, we're getting there, we're getting there. Okay,
I love that frame. It just is so perfect to
Yeah, it is.
attention to that area.
Yeah. Now you'll notice, even though this is the vanilla piece is stuck down, it's kind of up at the corners. So what you can do to alleviate that and make it kind of sit a little bit better is you can just take a few dimensionals and just stick them in the corner. And that'll help hold the corners down so they're not so, I don't know, they don't look like they're going to peel off.
Yeah, give them nice support.
There you go. Give them support. I like that. Okay. And this side doesn't need it because that's where the strips are. So, all right. So once we have that piece on, we're going to add our leaves. And I think I'm going to start, wait a minute. I want to do this one over there. No. Maybe wait. No, I don't want that one there. We're going to start with this guy. We're going to stick him kind of a little bit under the frame. We don't want to stick him under too much so that he pokes through. So just again, a little bit of that. Tombow liquid glue. Let it sit down here. We'll take our bumblebee one. Just a little on the tip there. Just kind of make a little cluster of leaves. Oh, I have glue on my finger. That's a hazard of using the liquid glue, but
that's usually me with that glue. I just have glue all over my fingers all the time.
There we go. Anyway, let's just push this down. But I love it. I love it. It's very forgiving. All right, so the last thing that this needs is a greeting. And I chose to use the Shaded Summer, the Happy Birthday. I just really like this font. I think the font kind of matches the leaves. And I played around with labels and all kinds of other stuff and just decided that I didn't want it fighting with the rest of the images on this card and the shaker. So there it is.
Oh, I love it. It's so pretty.
Oh, thanks. And for the inside, I kind of did what you did, Julie. Took the maple leaf and some old olive ink and then just stamped a leaf in the corner.
Perfect.
And actually I want it in the other corner. Don't know why, I just do.
It balances out because the other leaves are on the left side. So
there you go.
Put it on the right side. This balances the stamped images.
All right. And this piece is a little bit bigger than the one on the front. So this is 4 inches by 5 1/4. Whereas this one was 3 3/4 by 5. Anyway, there it is.
Oh my gosh. I love it.
Isn't that great?
It is. Noni would love it so much.
She would. She would. Anyway, I, because of Hostess Club and other sundry sort of things, I did not have time to make any more samples with this. But I definitely am going to. This is such a pretty sweet. So that's it, Jay, for me.
All right. I'm going to hold it up now so we can do we're filming in Zoom, but you can't see us side by side. So whenever we take turns talking, the camera switches. So there's our finished cards. I think they turned out really well. And we matched again this week. I think we matched last week too.
You know what? I think you're right.
What did we make last week?
We used the Beauty of the Earth.
Yes. Yes. That was a nice fall set too.
It was. We'll have to switch it up next week.
Yes, maybe we'll
maybe
we'll do some Christmas or something.
Ooh.
Yeah, leave a comment. Let us know what you want to see. If you want to see maybe some celebration products, we could work with something. Maybe the sheep will get a little spotlight next week. I don't know. Or or another sweet, I don't know, we'll have to think about it, but leave a comment, let us know if there's something that you would like to see us highlight in a Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie video. We'd love to hear from you, so we
sure
can
would.
make it. All right, well, I'm pooped.
Yeah, it's been a busy weekend so far.
Hours.
Yes. Oh, if you ladies only knew what our day has been like.
Yes.
But that's okay.
Yes.
That's quite all right. We got to do it together.
That's right. I love whether we're stamping on Zoom or stamping in person. I love stamping with you and spending time with you. So I am not sad that we spent a Saturday. Oops, I just gave it away. But I think everybody knew we film ahead of time, right? So the video premieres on Sunday at noon and 1 o'clock, but we always film ahead of time. So when we're filming right now, it's the day before right now. So it's a Saturday afternoon that we've spent filming this video for you. So I hope that you've enjoyed our projects this week. We look forward to sharing with you next week.
We sure do.
And before I give any other behind the scenes secrets away, let's sign off and say until next time.
Bye, everybody. Love you, Jake.
Bye, Mom. Love you too. Have a good week.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.